Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Missouri Tigers taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right side. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, BYU. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop it just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Here we go. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. They go to the ground. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was paydirt.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Going to take a shot. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Cougars will keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The give out of the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Runs through the tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
The give to Davis. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. BYU lines up quickly. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Cougars! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense. You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before he hurls one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Getting some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score BYU 31, Missouri.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score BYU 31, Missouri 10.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Trying play action. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
Yeah.
He wants to go deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll run it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
He'll run it again. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Now on first down from the 30. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, BYU 31, Missouri 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Retzlaff. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
On the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do...
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. The quick out. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll ride Davis here. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And we haven't called his number too much tonight, but that time coming up with a huge play down the field for this offense.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Cougars will have a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The give to Davis. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, BYU! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the grab over the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He's looking for a man on second down. He's got him this time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Raiola. Buys a little extra time. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot